Guys, good to see you. Obviously, game week, Ohio State style this week, relatively healthy going into it. I think, did we give out the depth chart?
We have not yet.
We'll discuss our depth chart, even though it's still a little chance for change because you still have 3 days. So plus 1 day after a bye week or first game of the season. Normally give our players Mondays off during the year, but we have today's going to be Monday, full pads. Tomorrow, if everybody acts appropriately, we'll go Buckeye gear on Tuesday, and then Wednesday same, cut back practice, get their legs back, and typical Thursday, and then best Fridays in football on Friday. So that's our week schedule. We're going to have our captain vote tonight at 2:10, and then I'll let you guys know where that ends up. With that said, I'll answer any questions for you.
Open up front row left, Bob.
Urban, last year everybody was asking you about whether you were a different guy than you were in Florida. And I'm just wondering, now that you've had a year back, if you're a different guy now than you were last year when you came back.
I don't know. We're pretty much the same guy because we've done all right. I don't know. I just can't wait to play football. And all due respect, and answer questions about football.
Front row right, Austin.
I think the last time you talked to us was 4 or 5 units that had your attention. Did you get those? Are you more comfortable with those now, or do you still need to see a game to truly?
No, much more comfortable. The area that we're still trying to solidify is linebacker. Just because there's some young guys in the depth, and then also Curtis Grant hasn't really played a whole lot of Mike linebacker. He's catching up quick. He missed a lot of practices because he got injured during training camp, but he's going real hard and trying to catch up as fast as he can. So that's the only one area that we're a little bit behind. But the other positions, offensive line, feel very good about. Quarterback feel good about. Receivers, probably one of the most improved areas on our team. Running back feel very good about. So I'm just kind of going through. Kickers, I'm interested to see how our kicker, our punter reacts. That's one unit that remains to be determined. And then defensive line, they're young, but they're really, Coach Vrabel has done a really nice job with them. Secondary, I think I'd like to see how Armani reacts to getting his first college start. My safeties are pretty, veteran group. Three older players. Tyvis Powell's getting his first college start. So there are some units, but the linebackers are the one area that's the most concerning. I'm very comfortable with Philly Brown. Evan Spencer's had a tremendous camp. Jordan Hall looks better than he's ever has. So there's some, and we have 2 tight ends that I can't wait to get them involved. So if Braxton's leading it, I don't see that happening this year. If it does, that means something's not going well. Last year we were not a read offense, and I'm not sure, to be honest, I'm not sure how much read offense we're going to be. I think we're going to have the idea that we want to do is get guys in space, but we might do that throwing more this year than we did last year. So I don't want to give away too much, but I'm not sure it's going to be. Everybody wants to equate it to maybe the 2008 offense at Florida, or last year's offense, which was really not. That was either quarterback run or hand it to a big tailback, because we just weren't very good at certain spots. But those areas are much better. So I'm hoping that we can spread the field however we're going to do it. And it might not be that, read option part of it. It might be some other ways. They got one of the best linebackers. He's number 2 on the board as far as the NFL draft, number 46. Tremendous player. They rush him a lot off the edge. They play a very unorthodox defense. It's called 54 eyes, which means it's all, there's 3-4 and 4-3. This is a version of the 3-4, and they play their defensive tackles inside our tackles, which just screws up all your blocking schemes. And a real unique coverage called 2 invert, which we haven't seen in a couple years. So it's just, the good thing is we've been working on this for a while, but they're just, it's a pain in the butt. I think they play extremely hard, and they got good players, and there's that staff's been together for a while. So it's not an unprepared team. So I think it's a good team, good players, and a unique scheme that's hard on offense. I think they're going to probably switch up things a little bit. We're not quite sure exactly what we're going to get. They do sometimes shifts in motions, which can always cause you issues. And so I think the first quarter kind of settled down in typical openers. You kind of let, not get too nuts out there and just let things settle down. What are they playing? Find out what they're playing, and then your game plan adjusts, because really you're going off last year's stuff, but a lot of things change.